Hello and welcome to Opm Now, where we look at the activities of the Prime Minister and your government. I'm Naomi Francis. Coming up on Opm Now this week, Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the government must implement policies to break intergenerational poverty, Sexual Harassment Act to be rolled out in April, and the government to restore the island-wide rail service. These and more stories coming up right now.
You know who have the gun them. Stop going like you don't notice. You notice.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness says it's important for every Jamaican to own a property. He says the government recognizes the importance of intergenerational wealth, and so it's crucial that policies are in place to promote wealth creation. The Prime Minister was speaking at the latest handing over ceremony of a social housing unit in Miketown, Northwest Manchester.
Government policy ought to be structured in a way to allow you, regardless of how poor you are or whatever circumstances, socio-economic or political, government policy ought to be structured in such a way to allow you to get access to some form of property that will allow you now and in the future to break the intergenerational poverty.
The Sexual Harassment Protection and Prevention Act 2021 will be officially rolled out on April 2, 2022. The Minister of Gender, the Honourable Olivia Babsy-Grange, says the government is committed to ensuring that Jamaica's women remain at the forefront of national and international policies and programs for sustainable development, including the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development.
We are committed because for too long women have complained about sexual harassment, victimization at the workplace because they do not welcome certain overtures. And what's really good about this legislation, it's not just about women, it's neutral, it's gender neutral. We will roll out April 2, first phase of the legislation, when we will establish the tribunal, sexual harassment tribunal. We will recruit staff or put staff in place to see to the administration of the act. And we will also ensure that we intensify the sensitization program across the island, in the workplace, and in institutions.
And the government has committed to restoring the island-wide rail service. This was announced by the Minister of Transport and Mining, the Honourable Audley Shaw, at the launch of the Safe Passage Road Safety Club. The minister said there will be a service from Montego Bay in St. James to the Appleton Estate in St. Elizabeth as a tourism initiative, and a route for Kingston to Montego Bay, and eventually from Kingston to Port Antonio in Portland. He noted that many of the tracks are still located on these routes, and the government will seek to reopen the service to the west and better serve the people. Currently, the pilot program facilitated by the Jamaica Railway Corporation, the JRC, includes routes from Linstead and Old Harbour in St. Catherine, which takes students to the parish capital, Spanish Town. The Statistical Institute of Jamaica, Statin, is encouraging persons to apply to become census takers and supervisors for the 2022 Population and Housing Census. The recruitment began on Sunday, March 13, and will end on Sunday, April 3, 2022. Statin is seeking to recruit approximately 8,000 census workers from across the island for the data collection exercise, which will begin in September 2022. Applications will only be accepted online. The form is available on Statin's website at www.statinja.gov.jm. And finally, Prime Minister Andrew Holness will make his contribution to the 2022-2023 budget debate in Parliament on Thursday, March 17. You can tune in via Facebook on JIS and PBCJ, along with the Prime Minister's social media handles at Andrew Holness JM, and on YouTube at PBCJ and your local favorite television and radio stations.
Crime and mash up with country. The police and government alone can't stop it. Talk up and save lives. It could be your own.
And that's it for OPM Now. Please remember to follow the Prime Minister on all socials at Andrew Holness JM and on YouTube at Andrew Michael Holness /JM. And don't forget to look out for OPM Now every Monday at 6 p.m. on all socials. Catch you next week and stay safe.